Alright, my little ponies. So I recall that there were a lot of things that I was trying to do as of the last episode. So, Azura, you are here. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I've not been feeling well the last day or so. However, I think that may have been because of mostly just I haven't eaten. It occurred to me, I don't think I ate anything yesterday. I just had water.
Eat something, Gil.
Yeah. So this morning when I got up, I had some water, and then I had a boost.
That's fair. Let's see, I've had 2 boosts and 2 healthy sandwiches today. Is what I've had to eat. That's been my food. Just for reference. But yeah, I also haven't been doing much. I've mostly been watching House. Been doing a lot of that today.
Yes, good that you're babysitting your house.
Watering time.
Yeah, just, you know, babysitting
I mean, you
the
can't
pet
rely on
house.
Cinnamon to do that.
I tried giving Cinnamon a treat tube, hoping that we get some snuggle time. We had snuggle time earlier, and apparently that was enough for him. He just did not want to be held to have his treat.
Oh.
Like, at all. I tried to pick him up, and he fought against it. But sure, when I go and sit down on the bed, he's all up for snuggles.
Well, yeah, because the bed gives better support than your arms.
Hey, he climbed up into my arms for snuggles, like, yesterday. More than once yesterday.
Nice.
Yes, but it was under his control.
I was trying to give him treats. So anyway, Forge has been working well, except I noticed that, it doesn't know how to do Arch Enemy properly. As I found out. Yeah, so, Arch Enemy, you know, 3 versus 1 format, except that the one starts with extra about 50% health. Extra 20 health, I think. And also has a scheme deck. At the start of their turn, during the main phase, they flip the top card, do the whatever it says. Keep on going on. And that's supposed to make up the difference to play against, you know, 3 people. Commander is supposed to have its own archenemy rules. They changed it sometime last year, I think. Much to my surprise, but whatever. The rules had been officially changed for Archenemy Commander. However, Forge doesn't have these new rules. It still uses the vanilla rules. Which, like, okay, you know what? Fine. The amount of people who probably play Archenemy is not so high that you would necessarily feel like you have to change up the rules just for...
Delicious.
I wasn't poisoned, I was paralyzed. That's a different food. Right, so you wouldn't necessarily think that you'd have to change up everything, so it's like, you know what? Okay. Sure. Except, at least one scheme does not work the way it is supposed to work, and I am not the first person to find that out.
Oh!
So there's one scheme, All in Good Time. I believe it's called that. I keep mixing it up with All in Due Time, but I believe it's All in Good Time. Take an extra turn after this turn. However, schemes are not set in motion during that turn. You know, so you can't just chain them together and take infinite turns for free.
I hope it comes out okay.
Well, not with that one, at least.
Watering time.
I had it in my scheme deck because, I mean, it's really useful to get. Just having an extra turn and all that. However, so Forge handles all of the technical stuff. It has to, because it has, like, bots running. So it includes stuff like any temporary or ongoing effects that a player has are essentially put into their command zone.
Strong, okay?
So you can click on it and see it's like, oh, all of your artifacts cost 1 less or something. So you can see what effects apply to someone.
Watering time.
So I could click in there and see, oh yes, due to all in good time, schemes are not set in motion during this turn. So I went and I had the extra turn. Scheme was not set in motion, so it all worked out. Passed the turn, my opponent's playthrough. Another thing about it not doing Archenemy well, in Archenemy, the non-Archenemy players are supposed to have a simultaneous turn. Simultaneous turns are apparently not implemented in Forge.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That is a big part of the Archenemy format. It's actually a lot easier for the Archenemy
Right.
if the enemies don't play simultaneously.
Skill up.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Right.
Because imagine if all 4 players each had 1 creature out. Well, if the players play simultaneously, then they get to attack with 3 creatures into 1 blocker.
All right. Nice.
Let
Anyway,
me
Blue
guess,
passes
it
around.
doesn't, it doesn't start giving you the schemes back?
Nice.
Yeah, nope. For the rest of the game, I had like 4 more turns after the extra turn that game. For the rest of the game, I did not get another scheme.
Okay,
And I
so
mentioned this.
So it forgets to turn it back on.
Yeah, well, it forgets to disable the you don't get schemes thing, yeah.
Yes.
And I
it's
had
going
actually
for it.
joined their Discord just to mention this, only for someone in the Discord to be all like, oh, well, it's like, oh, when you say it was like 4 turns, so you counted like each player's turn is separate, so it's actually just your next, like, 1 turn, you know, the extra turn where it's not supposed to apply. It's like, let me explain. I'm not poisoned. Stop eating the anti-poison stuff. It's like, let me explain this for the 4th time now. I activated the scheme. I took the extra turn, which did not flip a scheme, as is how it is intended. And then, play pass 2. Opponent 1, opponent 2, opponent 3. Back to my turn, not the extra turn, but my next regular turn.
Watering time.
I did not get a scheme. And then, I pass the turn. Opponent 1, opponent 2, opponent 3,
Comes out okay.
and then back to my turn. I did not get a scheme. Again.
Hope it comes out okay.
Remember that happened
it's like-
twice more.
Yes. Well, with, you know, less opponents, because I knocked one of them out.
You're big and
So-
strong, okay? I hope it comes out okay. You're big
Still
and
no
strong.
resolution to that, because that issue has been posted in their Discord, in their help section, twice before. Not recently. Not super recently either. One was last year, and I think one was a few years ago. This shows that very few people use it to play Arch Enemy.
Watering time.
Which, I mean, fair.
And it sounds like
Comes out okay.
the devs might not really be caring about something that is so obscure.
Watering time.
Yeah, probably not. One specific scheme, even if it is one of the most powerful schemes, in a format that only rarely ever gets played.
You're big and strong, okay?
They'd rather make sure that, you know, that the new Aether Drift cards actually work and do what they're supposed to do, instead of one scheme card that came out, I don't know, 15 years ago.
Okay? I hope it comes out okay.
You know, priorities, obviously. But
Yeah.
there is still an issue that they should be made aware of. If they know about the issue and choose to not attend to it, that's one thing. If they just flat out didn't know, well, that would be something else.
Yes.
So yeah, the AI is supposed to take its, the non-arch enemy players are supposed to take their turn simultaneously. They don't. I'm guessing Forge doesn't have implementation for simultaneous turns.
Hope it comes
This
out
makes it
okay.
easier to be the arch enemy,
You're big and strong.
because it's more difficult for the players to combo their turns. Also,
Time to eat.
the
Big and strong.
normal players, the opponents, are supposed to be able to block for each other. If you attack at one of them with, say, a 10-10,
Hope
and they're like wide open, someone else can just like throw their blocker in front of it to protect their
Keep it
teammate.
strong, okay?
3. In the old school rules of Archenemy, in the non-commander rules for Archenemy, which is what it's built around, because it even pointed out, like, hey, the scheme deck is the wrong size. It is specifically using
Watering time.
the old Archenemy rules, where the team is supposed to share a life total instead of having their own individual life totals.
I hope it comes out okay.
Wait, are they supposed to share a life total? I'm trying to remember.
Strong, okay?
No, I don't think they ever did share a life total. Okay, that might be something I'm...
You're big and strong.
There was something about that. I think it's in the commander rules where they share a life total. Okay, now I have to look this up. There's something about the life totals. Okay, yeah. Each player on that team has a separate life total. Ba-ba. Okay, no, it's in the commander rules version that they're supposed to share a life total. Right, which completely messes up some schemes, but like I said, they're not using the commander
I hope
Archenemy
it comes out
variant.
okay.
So that's, like, you know, fine. Except, they are using it for starting life totals. I started at 60 and they each started at 40.
Okay.
Even though, so, normal Archenemy is 40, 20, 20, 20. Commander Archenemy is 60 and 60.
I hope it comes out okay.
So this was 60, 40, 40, 40. Which is, you know,
You're big and
twice the
strong,
life
okay?
that you have to get through now.
Hmm.
I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay.
But also, the bots don't even realize they're on the same team.
Watering time.
Wait, do they attack each other?
They're not allowed to attack each other, but like one of them played their commander, and another one played a kill spell on the other one's
Big and
commander.
strong, okay?
So they are programmed to not be able to attack each other, but they're not programmed to be all like, hey, this person is my ally. If they win, I win, so I want them to succeed. They're programmed with like, oh, that thing is a threat, and I have a kill spell that can deal with it. I should destroy it.
I hope it comes out okay.
Interesting.
You're big and strong, okay? I hope it
Like-
comes out okay.
I have a feeling, like, if you give the AI the right decks, they might just wind up killing each other,
You're big and strong,
so
okay?
you don't even have to.
I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay.
Yeah, playing on Forge is really interesting, because, like, you can tell the computer doesn't do spite plays. It does weird plays. It does stupid plays. But at the very least, it doesn't do spite. Someone will have an ability that could be activated instant speed, and they'll do it, like, on their first upkeep of their turn
You're big and
every
strong,
single
okay?
time, because, oh, I can use this ability, let's use this ability as soon as possible, instead of waiting for a time when it might be more impactful. And also, let's target one person to use this ability against, and never use it against anyone else ever. No matter what, let's only use this against that one opponent. Every single time. It's like... Okay, but like, why? Oh, and of course, you have to pass priority on every individual thing that has priority. So every time you cast a spell, you have to pass priority on paying for the spell. It doesn't matter if you have mana in your mana pool, you have to say, like, yes, use this mana. And It's like, oh, the spell goes on the stack. You have to pass priority on your own spell because, hey, what if you want to do something in response to it? And you can, you know, quickly pass priority by hitting enter. But if you hit it one time too many, oh, you're not in your main phase anymore. You can't do stuff now. As opposed to Magic the Gathering's default of when you are the one casting a spell or activating an ability, it's expected that you are passing priority unless you specify otherwise. This is not that. Ooh, level 6 turnip. Oh, wait, no, but I had to ship a level 5 vegetable, right? Load the save data. So I kind of... And of course, the AI never scoops. No matter what situation you put it in, it will just sit there, regardless. Which, of course, can be a good thing. Hey, I want to try out this stack. Why do people keep conceding against me? So what if I have a good card on the board? That doesn't mean I'm guaranteed to win.
There we go.
But also, it's like... I kind of wound up with 6 copies of... Was it Echoes of Eternity on the board? Echoes of Eternity has 2 abilities. 1, whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy that spell. And 2, whenever another colorless permanent you control triggers, it triggers again. So then, with 6 of them in play, whenever I cast a colorless spell, it gets copied 36 times. And even with me hitting enter constantly, the AI still always takes a second to think about if it wants to respond every single time. Every single time?
I see.
And even when I push the end turn hotkey, so I just automatically pass all priority, it still takes several minutes to get through all of the instances of the copies of that spell going into play.
Yes! All right! Take that!
And it's like, okay, but I know the bots aren't allowed to, like, concede or anything, but if they have literally nothing they can do, they should be able to F6. Like, the computer should see, okay, none of the AIs can do anything, period. Let's have them all just pass priority, so now whenever you, the player, do something, instead of having to take a second to think through if any of the computers do stuff, we just assume they don't because, well, they can't. And it just immediately passes by all of them. Like, that would be a much better way to do things. Yeah, that's a decent amount of fodder.
Yes! Nice! There, there. There, there. All right! There, there. There, there. There, there.
Alright, perfect. Here they are.
Water your
See?
cows.
So yeah, my CDH deck actually winds up taking me a heck of a long time to play through, because you're not allowed to shortcut anything. through trickery and shenanigans, say I get an artifact where I can tap it for 4 mana and pay 3 to untap it. Okay, well, tap it, get the 4 mana, pay 3, untap it. It goes on the stack. I have to hit pass on the. Oh, what do you pay the 3 mana? Yes. Do you let this ability resolve? Yes. Click on it again. Click tap for mana. Click on it again. Pay 3 to untap. Yes, yes. It's like 5 clicks just to add 1 mana. And it's like, normally I just be able to show the loop and say, okay, I have an amount of mana, an arbitrarily large amount of mana.
Thanks.
Are we good with that? Okay, cool.
Boy, am I tired. My stars! How do you do?
How do I do? Oh, that's not open until 9.
Oh, right!
Woohoo! Shipped a level 5 vegetable. Oh, harvest 12 kinds of vegetables. I have harvested 6. Alright. Well then. Look back inside, do this. So, but yeah, I still say it's a great and very useful tool overall. Don't have to wait for people to play a game with. Don't have to spend either money on buying cards or time in making proxies. Can just boop 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 boop, and then have a usable deck immediately and play it immediately.
I came to make sure you weren't slacking off. Wonderful.
Yeah, I wish I had known about Forge years ago. Just... What?
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, it's like the boost, right? It solves a problem I've been having that I didn't even know there was a solution to.
Oh. Hey.
So yeah, now I just need to find out all of the other stuff that I'm having problems with and just find solutions to everything else as well. And then everything's going to be fine.
tackle another day.
3, 2, 1. 9 a.m.
Welcome.
Okay, so I harvested both of those. I know.
No need to stop there. No need to stop there.
Oh, wait.
No need to
I have
stop there.
one for growing, one for harvesting.
No need to stop there. No need to stop there. No need to stop there.
Oh, look, I can buy pumpkin seeds now.
No need to stop there. No need to stop there. No need to stop there. No need to stop there.
Okay, okay. So, between cucumber, carrot, strawberry, and yam.
Yam?
Stop there.
Yes, cucumber, carrot, strawberry, and yam.
Thanks. Welcome. Ooh, you've got good taste.
So between cucumber, carrot, strawberry, yam, I have to see what I'm actually growing. So strawberry. So cucumber, carrot, and yam. Carrot, yam. Okay, so I just need a cucumber to start growing. Got it. So I just need to grab a cucumber to start raising cucumbers as well. Then I'll have all of the crops being raised.
Welcome. No need to stop there. Thanks. Welcome.
Fine.
No need to stop there. No need to stop there. No need to stop there. No need to stop. Thanks.
Alright, time to do a bit of farming. How did half of the episode pass? Anyway. Right, I need access to my anvil so I can smith this magnifying glass onto here. Right, perfect. Alright, cool, cool, cool.
How you growing? There we go.
No, I think I want to put it all up in those sections here. Okay. Cucumber.
There we go.
Perfect. Alright, no, 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 no. That's normal style. You know what? All of this, harvest. All of this is just harvest stuff. Strawberry is already growing, so I need to plant the strawberry down. Carrot is already growing somewhere.
you go.
So everything else will just be...
Easy does it. I hope it comes out okay. There you go.
more harvest power. Right. I only bought the one pumpkin seed because I wanted to buy
There we go.
a bunch after, in fact.
Easy does it. Easy does it. There we go.
Perfect. So all of these are going to start going fast. Then everything else, I suppose, I can just plant on my main farm. Just for sake of harvesting. Alright. 16 days.
Easy does it. I hope it comes out okay. There you
Oh,
go.
someone's got the sniffles.
Hmm?
You got the sniffles.
No, I'm just breathing heavily.
There we go.
Hmm.
Easy does it.
You know, breathing?
Never heard
It's
of
kind
it.
of vital to survival.
Easy does it.
I play on creative mode.
There you go. Easy does it. There you go.
I just leveled up.
There you go.
I just leveled up in love. Alright, was this fodder a carrot? Yeah, I'm gonna put one more here. But I didn't. And then this, everything is that. Go back up to chemistry set. Make a bit of medicine. Good to know, good to know, good to know.
There we
Two.
go. There we go.
2.5. 3.
How you growing?
3.5.
I hope it comes out okay.
4.
How you growing?
5.
I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay. I hope it comes out okay.
Health is good, health is bad. Huh, interesting. Anyway, on to another farm.
Nice. Yes. Nice. All right.
Oh, that's right, yeah, fodder barely even gives any runes. Well, at the very least it gives some, and I'm gonna get more monster bombs eventually. Well, any good conversation starters to talk about?
Let's see here. I got some jokes.
Some jokes for us
Oh.
to overanalyze?
Yeah. So what Pokemon gets lost in the wash?
Wishy-washy?
Nice.
No, you want to take another guess?
I don't remember the name, but there's one that looks like a
Nice.
Kleenex, kind of.
No. Do you want to know the answer?
What is it?
Sock.
Nice.
Pretty obvious in retrospect.
That's not exactly a Pokemon I tend to think about.
Yeah, but the socks are what get lost in the wash, so...
Yeah, that does work. Just imagining someone trying to tell the joke again, but not remembering it all the way. What gets lost in the wash? Throw!
Nice.
I read a thing, was it last night, where someone had wound up making a really meta Halloween costume. They put on a lab coat, cat ears, and drew on some whiskers on their face. At work that day, someone pointed them out and said, "Oh my gosh, you're Schrodinger's cat girl." No, not okay. It both was and was not a costume until someone saw them in it and collapsed the wave function. Alright, well then, so let's see. I need about 160 seeds of some sort, approximately, to fill up that field. I was thinking pumpkin, but now I'm thinking 160 corn seeds. That sounds perfect. Fill up that entire field with corn. No notes. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, what do you have for sale? Do you have 160 corn seeds? Yes, it's the blue one. Now, can I afford 160 corn seeds? Maybe, maybe not.
Thank you for your business.
I can afford
Thank you for your
153.
business. Do come again.
That's it. You know what? This would be fine. Alright. Time to give food to everybody in town. Except, except for Fuka. I've already given her her ammo for the day. Sweet potato. Huh. Scarlet is the only one who's below a 4. So I don't remember if the end objective was 3 or 5. I'm definitely holding up the line on that by not having at least 15 in a fighting skill.
Oh.
No, I've given to both of you. Oh, I didn't actually talk to Randolph. Weird.
Wonderful.
Well, let's go back and talk to Randolph now. Alright, speaking of Pokemons, one of the many games I have on VR is Pokemon. Now that I'm saying it, I'm pretty sure I've told you about it before. It's something like Gen 1 with Gen 2 Pokemon. You can, just walk around in first person, get into battle, catch Pokemon. It's like the Pokemon Legends Arceus experience, but, like, actually good.
That doesn't sound real.
What, that Pokemon Legends Arceus could ever be good?
Yeah.
I mean, you have a point there. Alright, Cecil, Milacomo. Lucas, yeah. Adomo. And Terry. Julian. Okay. What'd you get? Give food to... actually 6 guys. Huh. And also talk to Hina. Well, I didn't talk to her.
Fascinating. Is it not? This is splendid. Yes.
I don't hate things, I just like some things more than others.
Woohoo! My day is made!
I have 3 foods left. Although, to be fair, I could have been 1 short. Cecil, Milacomo, and Terry. And Julian. Yeah, which one of them likes me the most? I'll give them just something I have just sitting around. So, what is Harvest Moon or Rune Factory going to combine with Pokemon to make... Oh, right, that's just Pal World. No, I mean, Pal World doesn't really have so much of a planting system yet. Seriously, though, we could totally have some fun doing Power World together.
Is Pal World still existing? I thought it was taken down.
Kid.
It's still on Steam. It's still for sale.
All right.
Hmm. Oh god, that is too expensive.
Yeah, maybe next time it's on sale.
Also still early access.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Huh. Ouch.
I just think it could be fun to do an open world survival craft game together, but you don't really like that genre.
Let me know if you have any problems. Woohoo!
Yeah, don't mind me teleporting, just walk right through me. That's not how the fly was made or anything. I'm sure everything's going to be fine.
Good work today.
Um, also, I need to give one to Murakumo. And that's the last one. Cool. Murakumo, you better be ready. Oh, good you are.
This is... Take this.
How's your seed work doing? I'm taking a break from seed. Thought everybody was supposed to know that, but apparently not. It was just knowledge. Might as well ship out this sharp claw I found. No, the fire dragon is the one with all the fodder. That's been taken care of. I need is the ice dragon, which is going to be the one with all the corn. Yeah!
All right. All right. Nice. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yes.
Let's see, I can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Against a bot. I can play Magic the Gathering against a bot. I can play White Shores against a bot.
There.
I can play, I don't even remember the name of the game now. I can play Flesh and Blood against a bot, which is really weird considering that the, like, base idea for the game was to play it in person with real people. But no, there's a bot you can play it against. Because you're supposed to play it, like, you know, in flesh and blood. In person. But you can totally play it against a bot. Tried it out before. It's nice. I'm not sure if you can make your own decks or have to just use the pre-made ones. That's a game that I tried to get into, but couldn't really get super into. I think I'd need... Yeah. White Shores I also tried to get into, but couldn't really.
There you go.
It is nice when a game's like tester decks, the trial decks, the starter decks, whatever, are like less than $20 each. So you can just, you know, have a bunch of them. I say bunch.
Easy does it.
Have, you know, like 6 of them or so. Just put them all together. put them all together in a box, and it's like, okay, here, you pick one, I'll take one, and let's just play. Except, of course, out of all the star decks that I have, the Ruby one is absolutely the best. Like, by far. No contest. Because the others are trial decks, and that one is a trial deck. Plus, it's just better than the others. Okay.
All right. Yes.
I still remember as a Christmas gift, since
Right.
there were no Steam games my little brother wanted, so I felt guilty for not getting him a Christmas gift, because that's normally what I get him, is just like approximately $50 worth of Steam games. So it's like, okay, well, what else would he want? It's like, hey, what if I get him like an actual Magic, like, Commander Precon? He plays Commander with his friends, but he would like to have a deck that's actually real cards instead of just, like,
There we go.
proxied cards. Which, yeah, I understand. It's like, hey, he's been getting really into Doctor Who and Supernatural lately. What if I get him a Precon from, like, one of those? Well, there is no Supernatural Magic the Gathering set yet. Again, one of the 4 Doctor Who decks. Well, I mean, excuse me?
What
Did
happened?
anyone else just see that ghost?
I wish I had been looking.
Okay.
What happened?
It was like just a ghost that appeared.
Boo. Where? Was it in the
right
menu?
there. Right there. Oh. Right there. Do you see it?
Is that a ghost? That just looks like...
All right.
It's the leaves from that tree hitting the camera. It just raised to be translucent. And I just thought that there was suddenly a ghost. Anyway, as I was trying to say, yeah, my little brother had started Doctor Who with the 9th Doctor, with, like, the new Who stuff. And it's like, okay, so, of the precons, there's an old Who precon. Well, he wouldn't be interested in that. He's not familiar with any of those Doctors. That's completely fair. There's one for the villains, which, I mean, that has promise, that has potential. That one's a maybe. There's one for, like, the new Doctors. I think 13 and onward. I don't think... Well, I'm not sure if it has 12. But, like, he hasn't seen that stuff yet, so that wouldn't be so great. And then there's one for, like, Doctors 9, 10, and 11. Okay, that one would be perfect. It's the exact Doctors for the, you know, seasons he's been watching. His favorite Doctor is... I forget if it was 10 or 11. But, you know, hey, that would be perfect. And the other 3 Commander decks are $50 each. Hey, $50, that's what I was planning on spending on him anyway. And all the decks have really good cards, too. It's not like, you know, just a pile of junk for $50. It's a very solid, very playable set of decks. Cool. So I go online, because I wasn't out at the store at the time. I had access to the internet, so I went online to check out, it's like, okay, what would be the price if I decide to get him this deck? Viewers, it is not available in any of the places I could find for $50. Hey, sir, do you want to guess what the price of that one precon is? The others are $50.
150.
Yep, $150.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Nice.
I don't know if it's such a high price because, oh, these just happen to have the characters that everybody wants, or if it's a case of, oh no, this one precon has like a $500 card in it. Like, I don't remember hearing anything about this specific precon having a really expensive card.
All right. Yes.
So I think it's literally just, it is so much more popular that it's triple the price. I don't know, maybe for his birthday I'll get... Because, like, you could buy all of the cards individually, and it would be less than $150.
Nice.
Who knows, maybe I'll just do that. Just...
All right.
Or alternatively, introduce him to Forge, show him how he could use that to play, and also how to play with his friends with it. Although I think that for him, playing Commander is just a thing of, hey, we're all at school together and it's lunchtime. We have some free time while we're together. Let's do this thing while we're together, as opposed to, hey, let's find a way to play this thing we enjoy. It's, let's find some time to enjoy this time. Let's find a way to enjoy this time. Which is a really healthy approach. Just to things in life in general. Let's find a way to enjoy this time.
There we go. Take that. Take that.
Oh, also the D&D game is going well. We as a party are trying to figure out how to
There
kill the Lich Queen.
There we go.
I think our party is mostly around level 12.
Take that.
Hmm.
And we're trying to kill an epic level wizard. Before we
Oh,
reach,
fun.
say, level 18.
Good luck.
I mean...
Like, I'm
wizards
sorry,
have-
but I mean, it's kind of how it is in D&D. That, you know, like, wizards are powerful. High-level wizards are even more powerful. Wizards that have reached epic level,
Or epic.
yeah, they're either almost on par with, actually on par with, or literally stronger than literal gods in D&D.
Oh, that's actually the premise. She's trying to gain her godhood.
Ah.
And it's like, if our party does the things that she is asking, we will level up. And once the Githyanki member of the party reaches, I think the DM said, level 16. Once they reach level 16, the Lich Queen will take their essence, and that will be like the final straw to achieve her own godhood. To steal a spark.
Nice.
I see.
All right.
Well, Githyanki are supposed to be native to a different plane, right?
Yeah, she's using the astral plane as, like, a home base.
Okay.
Which leads to all sorts of issues when I start asking for a portable hole or enveloping pit. It's like, oh, but if you bring those into the astral plane, bad stuff happens. It's like,
Nice.
I thought that a party member already had a bag of holding. Like, if the issue is extra-dimensional spaces in the astral plane, that's already happened in the party.
Nice.
I mean, as I understand it, what's supposed to happen is it just doesn't function
Yeah,
in the astral plane.
so
Not
basically,
anything bad will happen.
yeah, apparently in older editions, it would, like, completely mess up everything. But yeah, as it's supposed to be, if you bring a bag of holding into the astral plane, it's just a bag. It holds as much stuff as the bag. Which could be used to transport a small-ish item of great importance, bring it into the astral plane, or other extra-dimensional space it doesn't immediately get destroyed in, put, you know, the MacGuffin inside it, leave the astral plane. You can now no longer access that MacGuffin because opening the bag leads to its extra-dimensional space.
All right.
Hmm. Interesting.
I mean, that's... like, right? Like, that does sound like how that should work.
So what you're saying is, one thing you should absolutely never do when traveling to the astral plane is have your hand inside your bag of holding.
Just imagining someone using it as like a bottomless bag of chips now. Yum 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 yum. Ah. You just, all you do is you get a little teeny tiny little construct. What was that thing? Right. You get to like a construct, make them learn some sort of like crafting skill, magic crafting, whatever. You put them into your bag of holding, but you do that trick so they're just kind of locked in there forever. You have them just be like diminutive size or fine size, making little tiny magic items like rings and stuff inside your actual bag. And then you just, you know, after a few months, bring them back out. Hey, here you are. See, with Marissa, it's a lot more humane. She just has people inside a 50-foot tunnel room. It's a really nice place. Everyone's gonna love it. That's... We took down a yak man, took some magic items we had to identify, and it's like, hey, I just have, you know, someone in here who can just take these items and identify them for us, so we don't have to use up any of our own downtime. Identify, even as a spell-like ability, though, still takes an hour. So, you know, just tosses... Yeah, here's this person we tied up. They're a spellcaster. Make sure they don't cast spells. Oh, and also here's some magic items to identify. Here you go. Have fun. Gosh, that's so many more turnips than there used to be. My fridge is overflowing with turnips. So, something I'm curious about, because I've been watching House lately. The actor who plays House, does the actor himself have to use a cane to get around?
No.
Like, is that a thing? Like, they found, like, the character, it's like, oh, you'd be perfect for this, like, you know, mad scientist doctor type character we have. And then they find that the actor needs to use a cane, so they wrote that into the script? Or did they just... From episode
No,
one.
no, the actor doesn't use a cane, but honestly, here's the thing. Here's something that I do know about the show, is that when they were, like, hiring for the character of House, they were looking for, like, a full, like, truly American actor, blah, 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 and he came in and did the audition perfectly. Here's the thing. He's British. His American accent is so perfect that when the casting director was looking for straight up someone American, he was apparently more American / suited the role better than anyone else who auditioned.
No, I'm just finding that funny because in like episode 3 or 4 or something,
Time to eat.
House does an absolutely terrible British accent.
Time to eat.
Yeah, and that
one line.
Time to eat.
honestly, that really is skillful of just being able to do
Your accent really bad.
Yeah. However, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna find a YouTube clip
Delicious.
that has him like with his actual British accent, and I want you to, once you listen to it, I want you to tell me if how it sounds in comparison to the accent he did. Because you say it's a bad British accent, it might be that that's just his accent.
Okay, on the topic of it's hard to do a bad version of your own native accent, can you do a terrible Canadian accent? Like, I can't do a Canadian accent off the bat. I'd have to hear what a Canadian accent sounds like so I could mimic it.
Well, Canadian, eh? Admittedly, the thing is, I say that, but I realize that's not just Canadian. That is specifically Canadian. Well, like Aboriginal Canadian. Just like, damn it, that's not quite right.
Things Canadians say. I'm just gonna sneak right past you. It's a nice day out, eh? Grab me a Mickey and vodka. No, yeah, for sure. Apparently that's a Canadian thing. No, yeah. Yeah, no. It's a Canadian, really? And of course, some people are watching this like, what are you talking about? You're always in a Canadian accent. You just sound so gosh darn Canadian. And other people are like, wait, you're Canadian?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like the Canadian accent is,
So, right, I'd heard a thing. Carry on.
well, subtle, really. Like it's like, especially like it often is subtle, and it's only like small things usually that Americans will pick up on. And especially if you're looking at, other places in the world, I mean, honestly, we probably just sound like a regional variant of American at best.
So, there is something I've heard about the Canadian accent as to, like, why it originated.
Oh?
And how it's different from other accents.
Mhm.
It originated because of the cold.
Because of the what?
Cold. Because it's cold.
Okay.
You know when you're, like, outside in, like, wintertime and you have to talk to someone? You don't, strictly speaking, want to open your mouth very much, because if you open up your mouth to, like, flap to, well, hello there! It lets out a lot of, like, the warmth inside, so you want to keep your mouth, like, small as much as possible, so you don't get all of your warmth out and get cold on the inside. That's apparently the Canadian accent.
Huh.
I mean, think about it. About versus a boot. Your mouth opens a lot more when you pronounce about than pronouncing a boot.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I've been told that I say a boot, but it's just like, that's not what I say. Like, sometimes people say they hear it, others have never mentioned it. I don't know. It's just,
But then also, like, the A thing is, I am asking you a question. It's like, where's it a boot, eh? So, because, I guess, small mouth movements, the total inflection is hard to do. It's really hard to, express a question if you don't want to open up your mouth very far. If you're trying to keep your mouth small to conserve your heat, I guess, is it tough to ask a proper question like that? Yeah, if you try to do the question mark inflection at the end, it opens your mouth. So then, Canadians had to try to find a way, it's like, okay, to basically say, I am asking a question now. I would... Oh gosh, it's cold, huh? Oh gosh, it's cold, eh? I mean, lots of different people and cultures have some way of saying, I am asking you a question. Gee darn it, it's cold, am I right? So, anyway, this has been another episode of Rune Factory, eh? I mean, 5? Lived in Canada
alright.
all my life. Pretty sure the only people that I've actually heard in person say A or use A outside of a reference or a joke have been my grandparents.
The Canadian accent is fading.
I don't know. Quick! Grab our hockey sticks and maple syrup.
Actually, something occurs to me. If that's true about the Canadian accent, here's another little interesting tidbit that I know about accents. The American accent apparently has been more or less unchanged for the past 200 or 300 years.
Yeah, you've
since
already
America,
mentioned that.
started.
You
Huh?
mentioned that before, that like the Southern American accent is actually the original British accent that they kept
Yeah,
when they moved
exactly.
to America, and then it's Britain that changed the way that they talk.
Yeah. So if the Canadian accent is mostly just
British, but
cold,
British but
and if it was
cold.
like, yeah, it's just like that kind of makes sense.
And I guess Southern is British but hot.
I guess so.
So somewhere in the middle of that is the true British accent, which is why Dr. House, a Brit, did Americans so well.